Palm Springs.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. I'm Gino Lamont.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez.
Coronavirus coverage brought to you by East Valley COVID-19 testing site, serving residents of eastern Coachella Valley.
The U.S. now has an astonishing 3 million confirmed cases of COVID-19. But even in the middle of an outbreak, the White House is making a new push to get kids back in school this fall.
It's absolutely essential that we get our kids back into classroom for in-person learning.
Ultimately, it's not a matter of if schools should reopen, it's simply a matter of how.
Former CDC Director Dr. Tom Frieden says it would be difficult, if not impossible, to operate schools safely in communities where coronavirus infections are out of control. Parents, teachers, and students are still in limbo as the new school year inches closer here locally. Some districts are planning on reopening in less than a month. But what will school look like when it does reopen? We're learning it all depends on the district. And this week, local districts are having to make some critical decisions. Our Daytona Everett is live now with more. Daytona.
Sarah, just yesterday, Palm Springs Unified School District decided to start the school year out online. Now all the other local school districts are having to make that tough decision too.
So we're very much going to put pressure on governors and everybody else to open the schools.
President Trump is urging states to open schools as soon as possible. But with COVID-19 as a threat to public health, setting a schedule in stone has been quite the task.
It's one thing to miss your friend and another thing to be sick or possibly worse, pass away from the virus.
Trina Alisi, president of the Desert Sands Unified Teachers Association, says DSUSD has an August 19th start date for students, about a month away. But how school will look is uncertain.
You don't know if it'll be in person or online yet?
No, that's what the school board will decide tomorrow.
Palm Springs Unified announced Tuesday their August 5th start date will be online. They hope to begin reintroducing in-person classes September 8th. Alisi says if Desert Sands follows in their footsteps and goes online, they'll be more prepared this time around.
Comparing what happened in the spring with what could potentially happen in August if we do start distance learning would be comparing apples to oranges.
Coachella Valley Teachers Association's president, Carissa Carrera, says CVUSD is a step behind the other districts. They'll meet Thursday, but will not vote on next steps. When asked about the possibility of going online, she says, quote, "We can always do it. We'll make it work, but it'll be a struggle because of the lack of connectivity. Internet has been an ongoing concern for online schooling. One of many concerns as teachers, parents, and students try to navigate their toughest lesson yet." Desert Sands meeting starts at 5 o'clock tomorrow. You can watch that online on the district website. And of course, we'll have full coverage here on NBC Palm Springs. Reporting live from Palm Springs, I'm Daytona Everett.
All right, thank you, Daytona. Harvard and MIT are suing the Trump administration after ICE says international students would have to leave the country or risk deportation if all their schooling will be happening online. This would affect more than 1 million students studying at American universities.
We should consider that many of these people, many of these international students come from developing countries. There is a reason why we stayed here. There is a reason why we decided not to go back to our home countries. And this is one of the reasons, but also, the health risk of going back to our countries.
This is just one of the latest policies coming from the administration, putting restrictions on legal immigration. Last month, the Trump administration suspended employment-related visas.
A key coronavirus model is now predicting more than 208,000 deaths by November 1st. That's if mask policies stay the same. If 95% of the population starts wearing masks, 45,000 lives could be saved.
Let's take a look at our local numbers. Another new one-day record today set in Riverside County with more than 850 new cases. 324 of those here in the Coachella Valley. 9 new deaths countywide, 4 in the desert. Indio still has the most cases, jumping up to 1,678 in total cases. They also top the list of most deaths for any valley city at 42. As I just mentioned, another record-breaking day for positive coronavirus cases in the Coachella Valley and Riverside County. Our Nico Payne is live now with how the state is responding. He's in front of Eisenhower Health. Nico, what did the governor have to say today?
Yes, the governor ordered the closure of various indoor activities for counties that were on the state's watch list. Last week, there were 19 counties on the watch list. Now, there are 26. Today, he spoke on the numbers and on concerns about PPE shortages.
The new number we just got in a few hours ago, which Carmela didn't even have the privilege of having, which we're just putting out publicly, shows a 44% increase in hospitalizations over the last 2-week period. So you're seeing the total number of hospitalized increasing to 6,100. Again, that represents a 44% increase over a 2-week period.
Despite that grim news, Newsom offered some reassurances, saying that the state was fully equipped and capable of handling the surge in cases. Hospitalizations are still at 8%. The governor stressed that the main drivers for recent outbreaks are not enough people wearing masks and physical distancing, and also an increase of mixing households. For now, I'm Nikolai reporting. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Right. Thank you, Nico. As case numbers climb, more Californians are worried about catching the virus, according to a new poll conducted by the California Healthcare Foundation. 77% of all Californians are concerned about contracting the virus. 53% say the shelter-in-place orders were relaxed too quickly. Just 3 weeks ago, only 43% said orders were relaxed too quickly.
Riverside County says some people are not cooperating with contact tracers. These so-called disease detectives do the important work of tracking down who's been exposed, where they've been, and who they came in contact with. Our Kitty Alvarado has more on just why their work is so important and becoming so challenging. Kitty.
Well, that's right, and this is critical work in stopping the spread of the virus. And while they understand the hesitation from people giving them information, the Department of Public Health says what they ask is limited, is never shared, and more importantly, can save lives.
Isolating and contact tracing.
Trace every person.
Disease detectives.
We've heard a lot about contact tracing and the difference a simple phone call can make that informs someone they may have been exposed or exposed someone to coronavirus. Daniel Brown, a contact trace lead with the County of Riverside, says this virus is challenging to trace.
In the 17 years that I've been working for the county, I haven't seen anything like this. Because again, people can get exposed to the virus 2 days before somebody's even showing symptoms.
Posing another challenge is some people they call do not cooperate.
People don't believe that the county is going to this extent to reach out to them to make sure that they're safe and healthy.
Also, some think it's a scam or don't want to give out names and phone numbers of the people they exposed. But the contact tracer will gladly help you verify they are who they say they are, and the service is free.
Several things we do not ask for is any bank information or social security number.
What they do ask for is your name, birthday, symptoms, and names and phone numbers of people you have exposed. Marcia Penny, the county's contact tracing supervisor, says your name will not be shared with anyone, not even your employer. The county also stresses they will never ask for your immigration status.
The information you provide them is private, it is confidential, it will not be shared with anyone else.
She says they're there to help, not judge.
We don't lay any blame. We try to remove stigma, the stigma of not only having COVID, but the stigma of possibly transmitting COVID to somebody unintentionally.
Daniel says the most rewarding part of this job is when they save entire households, especially those with high-risk loved ones from getting sick.
We've had families call the nurse line and thank us for giving them the heads up that they might have been exposed so that they don't take it back to their homes or take it back to their grandparents.
So if you get the call, pick up and help.
If we want to stop COVID, it's really important that we all work together.
And the contact tracers will also answer questions about the virus and provide resources, anything from food to free health care, so you can help your loved ones and community curb the spread by cooperating. I'm Kitty Alvarado.
All right, thank you, Kitty. Time now to check out Jerry Steffen in tonight for Mike Everett. Jerry, how are we doing?
I'm doing good, but the question is, how will we be doing this coming weekend as the temperatures move to that 120 mark in some areas? Yeah, it's going to get hot. So this 110, kid stuff, right? 10-mile-an-hour winds, 5% relative humidity, very dry. Doing our temp check right now. Still have a lot of triple digits around the area, including the high desert at 103, 101 at Desert Hot Springs. Sunny 107 at Coachella, Indio 105, 110 at both Palm Desert and Cathedral City at this hour. Clear skies and satellite radar quiet as well. We'll stay that way tomorrow. Could see a little bit of sunshine tomorrow, but temps like yesterday and today, they're going to be up there around 110. Evening flow, a little light out of the west later on today. Temperatures tonight will bottom out in the middle 70s and then eventually get to triple digits as early as 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then climb to around 110 by 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Then we really get hot. Excessive heat warnings in effect for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, above 115, possibly up to 122. Here's a Comfort Air 3-day forecast, around 110 today and tomorrow. Then we start moving up Saturday. Details city by city of how hot it's going to get this weekend in just minutes.
All right, thank you, Jerry. Riverside County is following the governor in helping the state's homeless during the pandemic. The county is looking to purchase a hotel to use as a permanent emergency homeless shelter. The money would come from the CARES Act, a federal coronavirus relief bill for local governments to address public health needs. Reps from the Coachella Valley Rescue Mission say the summer months pose a great challenge for those without shelter.
It was June 3rd when I came in here, but it was really scary before that. There's a lot of people out there not getting enough waters, thinking they can just live in their tent, and they don't know how hot it really gets inside the tent.
The county is looking at several different properties, including the Travel Lodge in Palm Springs. Tune in at 6 for an in-depth look into this proposal.
One person is recovering in the hospital after a shooting this morning in Desert Hot Springs. When officers arrived on the scene, they found just one person suffering from a gunshot wound. No word yet on how that person is doing, and the incident, of course, is under investigation.
Multiple businesses in La Quinta are targeted overnight. Police say they now have a suspect in custody. Cliff House Bar and Grill and VCA Animal Hospital were both vandalized. The Q from the City of La Quinta street sign was also stolen. Police spotted Marco Trujillo running between the businesses, and after running from police, he was eventually arrested. Police say they found the Q from the sign in his camp underneath the 111 bridge.
Coming up after the break, a massive data dump from Small Business Administration. And now we're learning more about who exactly benefited from the $520 billion bailout, including their connections to people in power.
The Bachelorette has landed. We'll show you where filming is starting for one of America's biggest reality shows ahead, so stay with us. Affordable Care Act contraceptive mandate. The law requires employer-provided health insurance plans cover birth control as a preventative service at no cost. The decision clears the way for exemptions for employers who cite religious or moral objections.
Newly released data shows who received federal loans from the Paycheck Protection Program. And while plenty of mom and pop businesses like nail salons and restaurants got some of that money, those with political connections also reaped the benefits, including members of the president's inner circle. Sunleen Sarfati has more.
Nonetheless, we're processing loans at a pace never achieved before.
Trump's friends, business partners, and family members grabbing cash, receiving millions in potentially forgivable loans as part of the Paycheck Protection Program, intended to help small businesses keep employees on the payroll during the pandemic.
The kind of jobs that have also been saved, it's incredible.
The long-awaited data just released by the White House revealing that among the struggling small businesses like gyms and hair salons, the politically well-connected, the powerful, and those with close links to Trump benefited greatly. Companies associated with Jared Kushner's family businesses received several loans totaling at least $8 million. A hydroponic lettuce farm backed by the president's son, Don Jr., received at least $150,000.
There's one right over here. Stand up, Albert. Where the hell are you, Albert? Stand up, Albert.
Trump's dentist and frequent golf partner, at least $150,000.
He's a good golfer, but I'm actually a better golfer than him. Right?
Conservative website Newsmax, run by Trump donor Chris Ruddy, got up to $5 million. The Daily Caller, co-founded by Fox News' Tucker Carlson, up to $1 million. The law firm which helped Trump in the Russia investigation received between $5 and $10 million. A trucking company founded by Trump's Agriculture Secretary Sonny Perdue received over $150,000. The family business of Transportation Secretary Elaine Chao and wife of Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell received over $350,000. And two wineries that Republican Congressman Devin Nunes co-owns received at least $1 million each. More than $520 billion was given out to more than 4.8 million small businesses. Among those, $273 million in loans went to more than 100 companies that are owned or operated by major donors to Trump's election efforts. But it wasn't just those close to Trump, among them a firm linked to Nancy Pelosi's husband and the consulting group founded by former Obama advisor Jim Messina.
Sunleen Sarfati reporting. Now, there's nothing to indicate these companies did anything wrong or received favorable treatment. They represent only a small portion, though, of the nearly 5 million companies that did receive government-backed loans.
It appears the next season of The Bachelorette is filming here in the Coachella Valley. Reality Steve, one of the most well-known bloggers in the Bachelor universe, previously said it would be filmed at the Ritz in Rancho Mirage, but he says it will now be filmed at the La Quinta Resort. The resort cannot confirm this, but check out this viewer video sent to us. Roads are closed. There are multiple large trucks, trailers, heavy equipment, and generators. Definitely appears to be some sort of filming site. Usually the cast and crew start filming in LA and then travel to different destinations across the globe. But with COVID-19, reports say the whole season will be filmed in just one location, and that appears to be our desert in July. So they're going to be enjoying themselves, won't they? We'll be right back after the break. Jerry has a look at your forecast when we come back. Jerry.
Yeah, typical heat today, tomorrow, but this weekend the numbers really move up. In fact, we have excessive heat warnings in effect for Saturday, Sunday, and they threw in Monday as a bonus. We'll let you know how hot it's going to get. Full forecast in minutes. starting off with our Agua Caliente casino cams, showing off our beautiful blue skies, Rancho Mirage here, and Palm Springs. A lot of clear skies, sunshine galore earlier today. We'll see a little bit more of that tomorrow afternoon. 110 our high earlier today, typical desert heat. 107 is our average. The 119 record, yeah, not even close today. Give us a few days. We're going to be close to that number. Very, very close, probably even surpassing it. More on that coming up in a bit. Right now, still triple digits around the Coachella Valley, ranging from 101 at Desert Hot Springs to 108 at Coachella. Triple digits still up north at 29 Palms, 104 at the moment, 95 and clear at Clear skies and satellite imagery over the Coachella Valley, Southern California, nothing on radar to point out. We do have the same situation for tomorrow. High pressure, strong enough to boost those numbers slightly above average. 109 to 113. Lots of sunshine, a few clouds late in the day with light onshore flow late in the day, much like today. And dew points tomorrow will be in the upper 20s, low 30s. Triple digits tomorrow begin at 11 o'clock and eventually getting above 110 for many of us in the valley tomorrow, including 111 at Palm Springs, Palm Desert, Indio, 110 under sunshine tomorrow at 1,000 Palms. 107 up north at 29 Palms. Joshua Tree getting above 100 degrees too, as will Cabazon for Thursday afternoon. But things changed this weekend. Probably heard, yeah, excessive heat moves into the valley. Ridgify pressure really strengthens and boosts those numbers. 115 to 120. This is Saturday afternoon, including 116 at Palm Springs, 119 under mostly sunny skies, a few clouds at Indio, even around that 110 mark in the high desert, around 105 at the San Gorgonio Pass. Now, it looks as though Sunday will be the hottest days with lots of 120s, 121s, and 122s. And because of that, excessive heat warnings have been posted for the Coachella Valley Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That includes the high desert too, getting well above average. We'll see some records fall too. In fact, Saturday, though, yeah, it's kind of out of reach. 116 the forecast high, and Saturday for Palm Springs, the record 121. But Sunday, it looks like we could tie that with 120, and thermal could see some records fall too. We could tie that 119 set back in 1998 on Saturday and smash that 120 with the 122 forecast for Sunday at thermal. Yeah, we're going to see sunshine tomorrow, clouds late in the day, partly cloudy for the weekend, and surface moisture like today, going to be dry, single-digit relative humidity tomorrow afternoon, but those numbers creep back up a little bit with that heat. Comfort Air, 7-day forecast, 111 today, 113 tomorrow. Yeah, we're moving up. Saturday, 116. That's the low end for the Coachella Valley Saturday afternoon. And then 120 Sunday, still up there Monday before the numbers retreat by the middle of next week.
Well, the coronavirus pandemic has now claimed one of the country's oldest and most prestigious retailers, Brooks Brothers. Filed for bankruptcy today. They say they're going to close 51 stores. All of the decision, they say, is attributed to COVID-19. No word yet if the Palm Desert Brooks Brothers store will be closing, but the company itself, founded back in 1818.
Levi's sales fall 62% in the second quarter. The company says it will be slashing about 15% of its global corporate workforce, impacting about 700 jobs. Apparently, online sales weren't enough to make up for store closures. Got to try jeans on in person, right? Levi's CEO says a complete recovery will likely take some time. We'll be right back after this.
Well, Tinder is testing a new feature for the pandemic era, video chat. We here at NBC Palm Springs are already predicting this will end badly. It'll begin in Virginia, Illinois, Georgia, and Colorado. People can indicate they're interested in a video date on a match-by-match basis. If both parties say they're ready for a video chat, this is where the wheels will come off. But it's an option that is available coming soon.
Yeah, Gino and I don't have to worry about that thing.
No, but trust me, this is not going to end well. Let's get into
Tell us how it works out.
We'll see you back here at 6.